Whatnot's face on one and then have like a dick on the other or something.
Take one.
Take one. All right, let me just make sure I got the guys' names right. Okay. Ready? Ready? Hey, we're going to have fun with this. We're going to do good. Welcome, welcome, welcome to After Hours with the Big Bear. You're here right now in the cave. We're taking it easy, but I wanted to talk about something that's really been bothering me recently. Something that needs to be said and something that I want to kind of diverse my content into. So I hope you guys enjoy this new form of content we're putting out. So let's get into it. All right, guys, before this video starts about our Whatnot rant, we're trying something here different at Neecs. I have always loved drama. I've always been a fan of Drama Alert, you know, these commentary channels, you know. I love people who can tell jokes, and, you know, I feel like our society now has gotten real soft. And I want to bring kind of like a news network vibe where the Big Bear voices his opinion. I talk about shit that's bothering me, and I know a lot of you guys love hearing about this shit. It's important to me too because a lot of us are in this culture every day, and there's a lot of bullshit going on right now that needs to be called out. And everything I say is my opinion, okay? It doesn't affect how my guys feel or how anybody else in Neecs feels. Everything I say is how the Big Bear feels, okay? So I hope you enjoy these type of videos. We're kind of going for like a kind of news commentary vibe, and if there's any topics you guys want me to talk about or let me know, please drop it in the comments down below what you guys want me to talk about. I have a bunch of episodes already planned that I have the titles for, and a lot of dirt I want to talk about. You know, I see these guys like, you know, Tripping and all these other guys, and I believe a lot of people hate them for no reason. And, you know, me personally, I like being critiqued. I like when people say shit about me. It makes me better. It makes me more on my toes, especially like when I'm at events and stuff and my guys tell me to do certain things, even though it makes me fucking crazy. It's a good thing that, you know, I'm voicing my opinion and, you know, you're hearing other sides and other ideologies. So that is what this is about. So hope you're here to stay. Okay, before the video starts too as well, I am talking here specifically about Whatnot sneakers, because that is my experience I've had with them. I'm not talking about, you know, the cards, the comics, the retro games. I'm specifically talking here about Whatnot sneakers and, you know, my experience with it, because I was one of the original people on it, and there's a lot that needs fixed with the app, and I know there's a lot of other creators on the app that want to see it really change. So first things first, Whatnot started back in 2019 with Logan Head and Grant LaFontaine. The app itself is genius. A lot of you people who don't know what Whatnot is, it's pretty much a streaming platform. It's like a Twitch where you can buy, sell, trade. In all honesty, the sound of it's fantastic. And I remember I knew nothing about this, and I was at an event back in Boston. And at this event, this gentleman came up to me. He introduced himself. I won't mention his name, but fucking awesome guy. This has nothing to do with him. Just his company is a sack of shit. He came up to us. He was like, you know, what's up, Neecs? He says, I like your content on YouTube. I like what you're about. You know, you want to expand your audience. You know me, I'm always about expanding, always about, you know, bringing on new aspects to my channel and seeing what everything's about. So I looked into it, and I was talking to Eric and Kyle. I'm like, guys, this sounds like a really good fucking idea. First of all, it's making me reach an audience I never reached before. You're meeting people that you never see before. It's a live chat. And at first, it was something truly special to me and something truly that I can get behind and support. I remember, you know, when I was moving into my first store, or I was moving to my new store at the mall, and I remember we did our first episode ever on Whatnot. You know, I was kind of nervous. I was kind of scared. I said, who the fuck's going to tune in? You know what I mean? I get it. I'm a handsome guy. You know, people want to see the Big Bear, but I was really nervous about viewership and stuff like that. I remember the first stream happened, and we maybe got 80 to 100 viewers. It was a smaller stream, but it was fun. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun being on there, interacting with you guys, and, you know, I was selling stuff, you know. I wasn't making a ton of money, and for me, I also wanted to, you know, express this. If you're going on Whatnot to make a career and a living, it's fucking impossible. I'll get to that later in the video, but if you're going on there to build an audience and to build your brand and build your name, it is a great step that way. So First episode goes good. I probably sold, maybe 5 to 7K worth of stuff. Very happy about that. Love the stream. The guys were feeling it. We were all hyped. It was a really good vibe. And then it was our second stream that things really got fucking nuts. I mean, it was ridiculously nuts. Like stuff I couldn't ever imagine, and stuff that kind of spoiled us in a sense. I remember we're sitting there, we used to always do the late night streams because that was our audience, and there was always maybe 2 or 3 guys going live a day. It's nothing like it is now where there's 15, 20 people, You have these random fuck guys on there selling fakes, selling bullshit, selling socks, dish detergent. Nobody fucking knows what's being sold in the sneakers category anymore, and it's a shame. But when our second stream approached, it was like 4th of July. It was fucking crazy. I get on there, the viewer rate never refreshes, so you never know how many viewers there are. My guys knew, but at one point we were at like 350 viewers. It was fucking crazy. People were buying super expensive mystery boxes, and it was crazy. And I remember, leaving the stream, me, Kyle, and Eric were laughing. We're like, what the fuck did we just experience? I said, we might have hit gold here. And when I went home and I checked what I did, I couldn't believe it. I was like in shock. I was in disbelief. And ever since then, we were just going 2 to 3 days a week heavy. And I truly love the app I was on there in November. I would say till about March, April is when the app really started to decrease. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a ditch or dig to any of the other creators on there. There's a lot of good creators on there. A lot of great guys who do really good things on the app. Unique Sneaks. I mean, these guys are just changing the game in that level. But Whatnot will take anybody on that app anymore. I can't speak for the card department or any of those other categories, but for sneakers, if you have a fucking heartbeat, they will take you. And there's no authenticity program. You have no fucking idea where your shoes are coming from. I know very, good buddies of mine who have bought off it and have gotten fakes. And now, I'm not saying Whatnot doesn't give you their money back, because they do, but their policy, there's no authenticity program. They're taking these high commission rates. If you're a small guy with 10, 15 pairs to your name, you ain't making any fucking money. You're making nothing. And then as the app was getting further along and me and my guys could see that I wasn't enjoying it as much, I said, listen, I got to take a step back. It's fucking stupid. And I was losing thousands and thousands of dollars. Now how our structure is, and for people who have never been on the app, when you go live on there, I start my bids off at $1. It's not the best way to go, but I like to keep things exciting, entertaining, and I start everything off at $1. I was running Travis Scott 1s, Trophy Room 5s, crazy, crazy shit at $1. And I was getting market, you know what I mean? It was great in that sense, but by the time, I paid all my fees out, I paid everything out, I'm losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So it just wasn't worth it. And funny or not, I had a time, where I've sold things and people want returns, and, it doesn't make sense if you're a small-time guy trying to make a living on that app. It's fucking way better to hit the event circuit and do shit like that. That is where you'll make the money. But what I noticed, too, about Whatnot is these guys on there, you're getting angry with your customers. You're like bitching and yelling at them. And I'm not saying the chat's the best place, because there's a lot of heathens in the chat of Whatnot. Very bad heathens trucking shit. Is your shoes fake or your shoes real? I think it's very, very annoying. But when you get on there and you start bitching and moaning because your shoe doesn't sell for enough, it's petty. It's like you're fucking a crybaby. And there are so many crybabies on the app. And people who don't get what they want, people who aren't making enough money. Whatnot needs to fix their structure. When you're in the sneakers category, I get it. You want to sell a few tees and shit. You want to sell your fucking Bear Brick toys. And at the end, I'm not going to lie, I had to sell Bear Bricks because you're not making any fucking money on sneakers. So it made no sense in that aspect. And what I'm telling people is, too, everybody keeps asking me, I want to get on Whatnot, I want to get on Whatnot. Literally, all you got to do is sign up. They will take you on. I promise you, the app is broken. They're holding payments from people. It's just, there's so much money tied up, and you're missing out on so much shit. Plus, you got to pay for shipping, supplies, all this little shit that you don't think about. And now, the only way people can make money now is if you're fucking selling your own merch or you're selling other shit and you're barely breaking even. And it's becoming a gambling site. And, you know, the card guys, they can do their gambling. They can do, you know, the pack rips, pick your team. But the stinger guys, if they want to do gambling, like Mystery Box, whatnot says no, which is fucking bullshit. It is not fair that these other guys can do this gambling type-esque and not have the stinger guys do it, because these guys aren't making any money. And it just drives me upset that I see some of these creators now, especially the big guys who have left the app, because Whatnot does not give a fuck about you. They are so entitled with getting their Logan Pauls, their Post Malones. You know, and it's great for the app seeing these guys. You know what I mean? It's great that they're coming on, you're bringing new faces and stuff. But do you think those guys give two dicks and an ass about fucking Whatnot? No, they do not care. The sad thing is now, they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep having 25, 30 people going live at once trying to fight for viewership. And it's just, it's horrible. It's just, it's not the same, and it's really, really shit anymore. And now, you know, I think Whatnot, if they can establish their big creators, because me personally, I'll never be on there again. I had my fun. I met the great people on there. Really, I stayed because of the chat. I really enjoyed a lot of good people on there. But Whatnot, there's so many different things you need to restructure with your app. The main thing that I've noticed too is you have everybody, you know, saying they're selling sneakers on your app. They're not selling sneakers. You need to have moderators in there saying, if some guy's selling t-shirts, only t-shirts in the app, why is he in the sneakers category? Put him in the clothing category. Or if you have a guy selling Bear Bricks, why is he in the sneakers category? It's very repetitive and it's very annoying too, especially when, you know, I used to spend bread on the app. I used to spend so much money because it was a good place to buy shoes. Usually if I bought off a guy, I thought it was pretty reputable, but I've had guys who've gotten scammed over thousands of dollars and they've gotten their money back. But you need to have somebody. I know your team's still up and growing, but if you're going to be charging all these commission rates and these, you know, certain payout percentages, you need to have a team authenticating these shoes. And if you don't, you're really going to lose your viewership. And now I see a lot of new guys on there, and, you know, I can see that they're getting exhausted now too, because it's really unbearable being on the app sometimes, especially when the chat's against you and like people are bitching at you the whole time. It gets very, very fucking exhausting. It really does. And I just wish Whatnot would really go back to their bread and butter, what really sold. Like when the gentleman came up to me and they were looking for guys who are reputable, guys who built the platform. And I'm not saying, you know, I helped build the platform, but what I'm saying is I have done a lot of business on there. I've seen the app in and out, and I believe they're letting the wrong people on there. And you need to have more verified guys on there. Your verified people don't even go live a certain day. You know, it's just, it's all random. You never know when you're getting your shit. It's sad. I want to get back to the glory days of Whatnot. I want to get back to where people were excited when, you know, this guy was going live or this guy was going live, and these guys have specific time slots that people can enjoy. And, you know, you're building an audience and a viewership, and people are just excited to see these people. Because a lot of these guys, you know, it feels like they become part of your life. They become characters. Like there's guys I've met through Whatnot that are truly good friends now, and hearing their concerns and hearing what they're saying makes me want to voice it, because I know they're afraid to voice their opinions because they're a part of the app. They have these certain things they have to oblige by. But Whatnot, I sure know you'll be watching this video. Please, please change your platform. Go back to what you had in the beginning, which was special. You know, meeting the audience, talking to people, you know, building yourself. That is your grassroots. That is what people loved. Stop having garbage in your categories. When it's a sneakers category, have your moderators in there. And for you to have explicit content, you to fucking ban these channels who use swear words or all this shit is fucking retarded. Okay, it's stupid and it's bullshit. Okay, a lot of these people aren't family friendly. A lot of these guys are average guys like myself who want to go on there, who go through a lot of shit on a day-to-day basis that want to, you know, talk. And a lot of people, you know, say shit that doesn't always want to be here, but people do like to listen. So go back to your grassroots. Go back to what made you whatnot. And to my fellow creators on the app, I love you guys. I really hope it gets better. You know, I see what you guys go through, dealing with these people, these customers, and dealing with returns, and dealing with, you know, people wanting refunds. I'm sorry. You know, this is what the app's becoming. They will let anybody on there. As long as you have a cell phone number, they will put you on the app. But creators, please do not be silent. Voice your opinion. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming and listening to the first episode of After Hours. I have many episodes planned. Please let me know in the comments what kind of other content you guys want me to talk about, what creators you want me to speak upon, because that's what I'm here for. I'm the Big Bear. This is After Hours with Neecs.
It's very important, guys. You work hard, play hard. Shout out to Eric for the stogies. Little V-cut, boy. But anybody wondering, too, how'd I get so handsome? I call it genetics.
Your girl's a fan.
That's true. And I've been seeing a lot of moms in the comments, too. I ain't afraid about that.
Red light district?
You serious?
Kidding me?
Oh, my God. I would literally, you know, they have the girls dancing in the windows. I'd be, like, shaking it like this, you know what I mean?
Little fucking kid just licking a lollipop, just looking up at him.
She'd be licking my lollipop. Don't forget about that. You know, there's no bullshit. There's no games. You're not fucking, like, at a greasy strip club getting fucked around, getting dry humped. You're like, what's going on here?
It's more classy. It's more like...
I wouldn't even say it's classy, but...
man. It's for, like, the fucking...
I'm saying it's like, you know, when you go to McDonald's, you're getting a hamburger. You're not getting a filet mignon.
Yeah.
But me, I don't give a fuck. I'm having a good time, having a good time. And you got to think about this, too, like, the chick's probably not too excited either. You know what I mean? It's probably just another day at the office.
Right.
So when she sees, like, a breath of fresh air, like
you.
Me, it's going to go a long way.
Just in for a time, huh?
And right now, the beard's getting like this. Wait till the beard starts getting some real girth to her.
Grow it out.
I am. I'm growing the hair out, too. Well, that was episode 1. And the Big Bear's going to go home and hibernate. So, see you guys later.
Bitch, who? Maybach truck in the coupe. Only time I'm going back and forth is for the juice.